Musicologist Rebecca Corey and sound engineer Yusuf Good are back in Dar es Salaam after a trip to Bagamoyo.
Let's start with Cha-Cha's solo field recording. There. Let's hear what they sound like.
They're mixing field recordings of traditional musicians and instruments, voices and sounds of the past that are in danger of disappearing. Among them, the litungu, a stringed instrument played by Warema Chacha.
It's sounding really good.
Yeah.
This is always a bit of a nerve-wracking process because you never know if what you captured in the field, it might have sounded wonderful, but we have to see how it turned out on the recordings. We just really want to capture what it sounded like to be there in Bagamoyo and hear this amazing instrument played, you know, not in a studio, but just there at Mr. Chacha's house, where he plays it regularly.
I like Mr. Chacha's recording because when you listen to it, you can tell that he loves its music and he feels it. There is a part of the song that he say here, the word doesn't mean a thing, but it tells you that he feels that music, and you can feel it as well.
Part of the song is in Kikuria, the Kikuria language, which is Mr. Chacha's native language, and part of it is in Kiswahili. And the song is essentially a song of hope. It's saying even though life can be so difficult and really drag you down, as long as you keep walking, as long as you can keep moving forward, you know you're still alive. And so you shouldn't give up hope.
As part of the Tanzania Heritage Project, Rebecca wants to breathe new life into these recordings, which will be digitized and made accessible to the public.
When we put this track online, we really want to put it in context. It's not just an interesting sound, it's a story, it has a history embedded in it, it has the past, and also it has Mr. Chacha's hopes for the future as well.
But for these sounds to survive, it's crucial that they come to life outside of the mixing studio too. Nafasi is Dar es Salaam's leading center for visual and performing arts. It's here that Rebecca has gathered musicians from all over the country, providing a platform for those committed to keeping tradition alive.
We're really excited because we're going to be seeing performances that fuse modern and traditional elements of music into something completely new and innovative. The bands playing tonight represent the diversity and wealth of Tanzanian music. All of the acts performing tonight demonstrate how Tanzanians incorporate and are inspired by traditional music, even in modern performances.
The performance will feature Western instruments such as the acoustic guitar and the saxophone, which were introduced to East Africa in the 1920s and have been fused with traditional rhythms ever since. Musician Kauzeni Liamba from the Wika Band alternates an alto sax with percussions, but it's the bamboo flute which resonates with him most of all.
This flute is from Tanzania, a place called Morogoro. Musical instruments, first of all, are parts of history, and second, it's the part of identity, you know. It's where we find where we are coming from, and it's the expression of our ancestors. When we are talking about music, we are talking about art, it's all about creativities. Creating music according to our own environment, but mixing with different kind of influence.
While striking the right balance between tradition and modernity, instrumentalists are faced with the task of handing down their expertise to younger audiences, whose attention is more readily tuned to mainstream music.
There is a danger of these instruments to not be made and to not exist as they are right now. The influence of the Western music is killing our African traditional music. So today it will be a platform of other people to have the awareness of these kind of instruments and this African music.
Bringing their knowledge and talent onto the stage are the elders, who have traveled from Bagamoyo to perform alongside Chacha's grandson, Chudo, and his band, The Spirits.
As a special treat, they prepared a show with Were Machacha and Omari Matitu. We recorded these guys in the field, and so it's really exciting to see what the show they put together is kind of a traditional, modern fusion performance.
We
are going to fuse modern instruments with traditional ones. We will follow that traditional style and mix it with our contemporary vibes. I'm happy to perform with them because it will be the first time we play together.
As the sun sets on the capital, Nafasi opens its doors to crowds hungry for the sounds of Tanzania, past and present. For musicians like Were Machacha, events like these prove that his music can still draw in young audiences and get them on their feet.
I'm so happy to perform alongside my boys from Bagamoyo. I'm very pleased that they'll keep on learning about our tradition, like they're supposed to do. I'm also very thankful that the event went very well and the turnout was so big. I really did not expect that.
I think tonight was just the start. You know, I mean, the audiences loved the performance. This shows that all along, this is the kind of thing they've been wanting, but no one has been offering it.
Music plays a major role in expressing the history of Tanzania, with musical forms that are as varied and distinct as the country itself. From traditional performances to studio-based genres, this is a country that is reclaiming its cultural heritage, with a music scene to rival that of any in Eastern Africa.
We've come full circle, I think. We started at the archives of Radio Tanzania Dar es Salaam, hearing recordings that were recorded over 50 years ago, and hearing those voices and sounds of the past, and then tracking down musicians who are still playing similar music in Bagamoyo, and then hearing them tonight in Dar es Salaam, in the biggest city of Tanzania, bringing that music to life. Heritage is now, heritage is today, and heritage is the future. It's what keeps us going. This is all a part of one story, one history, and one movement going forward.